You know that moment when you stand up from your chair and your knee just screams at you? That sharp twinge that makes you grip the armrest a little tighter? Or you're going down the stairs one step at a time like you're 80 instead of 50 something? Maybe you've even started avoiding things you love because your knees just won't cooperate. Well, I've got some news that might surprise you. That pain? It's not just age, it's not just wear and tear. What you're eating is feeding that inflammation, accelerating cartilage breakdown and making every step harder than it needs to be. And the same foods destroying your knees are also driving the inflammation behind neuropathy, weight gain, and hormonal chaos during menopause. They're all connected. I'm Dr. Kristi Mauldin, and as a health detective, my job is finding the root cause, not just slapping a bandage on the symptom. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the 5 foods you need to eliminate if you want your knees to actually get better. In my practice, I see frustrated patients every day. They've tried the stretches, the ice, the expensive supplements, and they're still limping around because nobody addressed what's on their plate. The foods you eat either support your cartilage or destroy it. There's no middle ground. So today, I'm breaking down the 5 foods silently sabotaging your joint health and what to eat instead. If you are tired of running from doctor to doctor and adding new medications to your list and want answers, then check out the links in the description and you can set up a free 15-minute discovery call with me to see if I can help you. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Thank you, and let's get into it. Here's what your doctor probably isn't telling you. When you go in complaining about knee pain after 50, they suggest rest, ice, maybe some over-the-counter medication. But they're treating the symptom, not the cause. Research consistently shows that people over 50 who eat highly processed diets experience significantly faster cartilage degeneration compared to those eating anti-inflammatory whole foods. Your cartilage isn't just breaking down from age, it's breaking down from what you choose to put on your plate. And the powerful part? This is fixable. The solution is literally sitting in your kitchen right now. Food 1, inflammatory seed and vegetable oils. Most people think knee pain comes from overusing their joints, but the oils found in nearly every processed food, restaurant meal, and probably your kitchen cabinet right now are essentially liquid inflammation. We're talking canola, soybean, sunflower, safflower, and generic vegetable oil. These oils are loaded with omega-6 fatty acids, and when you consume them in the quantities most people do, they create an inflammatory cascade throughout your entire body. Your body converts excess omega-6 into compounds that directly increase inflammation in your cartilage. Making it worse, most of these oils are extracted using high heat and chemical solvents, which creates oxidized compounds that damage your cells and spike inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein. The sneaky part? These oils are hidden in salad dressings, baked goods, margarine, and virtually all restaurant food. You could be consuming inflammatory oils at every single meal without realizing it. They're also destabilizing your insulin, which triggers more inflammatory cytokines that attack your joint cartilage. Instead, cook with olive oil, avocado oil, or ghee, oils that actually contain anti-inflammatory compounds and support joint health rather than destroy it. Food 2, refined carbs and processed sugars. This one hits different because these foods are often marketed as healthy options. When your blood sugar spikes from refined carbohydrates, your body produces insulin, and that insulin triggers inflammatory compounds that break down the proteoglycans in your cartilage, the very structure keeping your knees working smoothly. High blood sugar also generates compounds called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs, which accumulate in cartilage tissue and stiffen it, making it more prone to damage. Research shows that diets high in refined carbohydrates and sugar significantly accelerate cartilage degradation, especially in people over 50. What makes this tricky is that refined carbs are everywhere and in things that seem healthy. Whole wheat bread, granola, fruit juice, flavored yogurt. Your body processes all of these the same way. Blood sugar spike, insulin spike, inflammatory response, cartilage damage. If your typical day includes toast for breakfast, a sandwich for lunch, and pasta for dinner, you're triggering that inflammatory cascade 3 times before bed. The fix isn't complicated. Replace refined carbs with vegetables, legumes, nuts, and seeds. These don't spike your blood sugar, so you skip the inflammatory response entirely. Food 3, conventional dairy. I know this is controversial. You've heard your whole life that milk does a body good. But standard pasteurized, homogenized dairy from grain-fed cows contains compounds that trigger inflammatory pathways targeting your joint cartilage. People ask me, isn't dairy good for bone health? It can be if it's the right kind. But conventional dairy from grain-fed cows in industrial settings has been associated with higher markers of inflammatory cytokines compared to grass-fed alternatives. Here's the important part. Your body can't distinguish between inflammation from an infection and inflammation from food. If you're having milk in your coffee, cheese on your sandwich, and yogurt for a snack, you're fighting a low-grade inflammatory war that your cartilage is losing. I'm not saying eliminate all dairy. Grass-fed butter, ghee, and raw dairy actually contain anti-inflammatory compounds like butyric acid and conjugated linoleic acid. But the conventional stuff, you're paying for that convenience with your joint health. Food 4, processed meats. Protein is supposed to be good for you, and it is, but not all protein sources are equal. Processed meats like deli meats, sausages, hot dogs, and some processed chicken contain high levels of advanced glycation end products, YG. These form when meat is processed at high temperatures with chemical preservatives. Your cartilage is made of collagen, so consuming foods high in AGEs literally makes your cartilage more fragile. AGEs also trigger receptors on your immune cells called RAGE receptors, which launch an inflammatory cascade that spreads throughout your body. Even 2 or 3 servings a week of processed meats can be enough to accelerate knee pain in people over 50. Instead, choose fresh, unprocessed proteins, wild-caught fish, grass-fed beef, free-range chicken, eggs, and plant-based proteins like lentils. These support cartilage repair instead of accelerating breakdown. Food 5, alcohol. This one people don't want to hear, but it matters. Alcohol is a direct inflammatory trigger. It disrupts your gut lining, which allows inflammatory compounds to leak into your bloodstream, a process that increases systemic inflammation everywhere, including your joints. Alcohol also depletes nutrients critical for cartilage repair, including vitamin C, zinc, and magnesium. And for women in menopause, alcohol compounds hormonal imbalance and insulin resistance, making inflammation even harder to control. Even moderate drinking, a glass of wine most nights, is enough to keep that inflammatory fire burning. If your knees are hurting, cutting back on alcohol is one of the fastest ways to reduce inflammation. Bonus, what to eat instead. Avoiding these 5 foods is essential, but you also need to know what to eat to actually rebuild cartilage and reduce inflammation. The cartilage building blocks, the collagen, glucosamine, and chondroitin, come from bone broth, wild-caught salmon, grass-fed beef, and leafy greens rich in vitamin K, which directs calcium to your bones and cartilage instead of your arteries. When you combine eliminating inflammatory foods with actively eating cartilage-supportive foods, most people see real improvements within 4 to 6 weeks. Their knees feel lighter, stairs get easier, and that constant ache starts to fade. And here's what I really want you to understand as a health detective. These 5 foods are connected to everything else going wrong after 50. The inflammation destroying your cartilage is the same inflammation driving neuropathy, thyroid dysfunction, weight gain, and hormonal imbalance during menopause. When you eliminate these foods, You're not just fixing your knees, you're addressing the root cause of multiple health problems at once. Your body's incredibly intelligent. Stop poisoning it with inflammatory foods and it starts healing itself. That's the power of getting to the root cause.